We made it. We're live, y'all. This is my first one, so thank you for everyone who is here for the live stream. Hey. Yeah, we're definitely starting late. Had some technical difficulties, so we are working with what we have since I didn't want to reschedule and didn't want to cancel. I knew folks would end up staying home since the live stream is free, and that's great. I hope you have your space set up, water. We will go till 9, so just about 15 minutes less. So we can go ahead and get started. Since there are some folks online right now, I generally ask what our bodies are feeling like. Are there any things that we need in particular for tonight's session? Give y'all a second to answer. All right. Our bodies are feeling good. Some nausea. So again, we'll do for you specifically. We'll do some some like nourishing belly work. So folds and things that aren't too extra, aren't too rigorous. And all right, we can go ahead and get started, y'all. So go ahead and come into Indian style or half lotus or full lotus. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale deeply through the nose. Begin to slow down your breathing. Allow the breath to become audible. So you're pressing the tongue up against the roof of the mouth till you feel the vibration in the back of the throat. Now slowly open the eyes. Inhale the arms up. Bring the palms together and exhale down. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Stretch the hands towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. Now slowly roll up and stretch the arms overhead. Bend one elbow and stretch that arm behind you. Release to center and switch sides. Release to center and exhale the arms down. Switch the legs. Rest the hands on the knees and bring the chin to chest. Then look straight up, dropping the head back. Again, chin to chest. Then back. Release to center and look towards your right, bringing the chin in line with the shoulder. Then to your left. Come back to center. We're going to drop the right arm to your side, reach towards that side. Slowly rotate it towards the front and switch. Again, rotate and switch. Keep the shoulders stacked, left over right, chest open. And again, switch. Bring it back to center, fold in, and hold here. I'll push up into tabletop, then back into extended child's pose. On your next inhale, keeping the chest low, we're going to push the body forward, arch the back, and lift the chest. Once the arms are fully extended, curve the spine, tuck the tailbone under and drop the head. Exhale back down. Do this at least 5 more times. Inhale on the way up, and exhale as you curve. Once you get to your last one, slowly exhale back down and hold. I'm going to slightly lift the hips, walk the hands forward and lower the chest into puppy pose, lengthening the shoulders. Push it back up into tabletop. Send the right arm up towards the ceiling. Focus up towards that hand. I'll tuck that arm underneath the left, drop the shoulder. Bring the left hand towards the right corner of your mat, or up towards the ceiling, or wrap it around the back. Bring it back to center. Take the left arm up, focus up towards that hand. We'll tuck that arm underneath the right, drop the shoulder. Bring the right hand to wherever's comfortable for you, stacking the shoulders. Bring it back to center. Now we're going to kick the right foot forward. Stretch the back leg behind you. Make sure to keep that front knee directly over the ankle. If it goes beyond the toes here, just walk that front foot forward, put more space between the feet. I'll curl the back toe under, kick back into plank, hold here. If your plank needs to be a half plank, make sure it's not a tabletop. I'll drop the knees, chest, and chin, pushing the hips up into 8-point pose. In 8-point pose, we have 8 points of the body in contact with your mat. That's both feet, both knees, the chest, both hands and the chin. We want everything else lifted. I'll push the body forward, lift the chest and point the toes. If you can here, go ahead and raise the hands. You can keep them here or stretch them out in front of you, out to the sides or behind the back, whatever feels good. Keep the feet pressed into your mat. Use each inhale to lift the chest higher. Release the hands, curl the toes under, push up into plank, back into down dog and pedal the feet. When you're ready, press both heels down towards your mat to lengthen the calves. Press the knees back to straighten the legs. Slightly arch the spine and lengthen the shoulders. I'll kick the left leg back, Swing it forward between the hands. And breathe here, again keeping that front knee behind the toes. Curl the back toe under, kick forward, exhale into forward fold. We're going to slightly bend the knee, stretch the arms up, like we're lifting a package, or the length of the body. Drop the arms and head back. We're going to lift the chest, lengthen the abdomen, and tuck the tailbone under to reduce the arch in the low back. Bring the hands down into prayer. Relax here a few breaths. While we're breathing, we want to make sure we're breathing into the abdomen again, focusing here. Pressing the navel back as you exhale. Try to keep the chest and shoulders still. Next, we're going to do 2 more salutations on each side. When you're ready, inhale up and back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale into plank. Inhale, 8-point pose, dropping the knees, chest, and chin. Hold that breath for up dog or cobra. Exhale into down dog. Inhale the right leg back, then forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up and back. Exhale forward. I'll show the modified versions this time. Use them if you need to. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, plank. Inhale, 8-point or chaturanga. Hold that breath in for cobra or up dog. Your modification here is sphinx. Exhale, down dog. Your mod here is a child's pose. Inhale the left leg back, then forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up and back. Exhale forward. I'll show the full versions this time. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, plank. Inhale, 8-point or chaturanga. Hold that breath in for cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg back, then forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up and back. This is our last one. Exhale, forward. Use whatever modification works for you. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, plank. Inhale, 8-point or chaturanga. Hold it in for cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg back, then forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up and back. And hold here a few breaths. So we're lifting the chest and rib cage up. And we're tucking the tailbone under. I'll bring your arms out to the sides and swan dive down. Grab the elbows and twist from side to side. Release the hands if you can. Tuck the fingertips underneath the toes. Otherwise, keep them here or here. Tuck the chin into the chest. So we're stretching the spine all the way up through the back of the neck. We're going to press the weight forward until the toes are actively engaged. So we're making sure to move the hips forward over the ankles, not behind. Release the hands. Bring that left hand in front of the right foot. Send the right arm up towards the ceiling. Focus up towards that hand. Here is fine too. Lower that right hand down in front of the left foot. Send the left arm up. Focus up towards the left hand. Go ahead and lower that hand down. Inhale into a flat back, palms on the shins. Still pressing forward into the toes. Holding here, we're engaging the core. We're going to stretch the arms out in front of you. Go ahead and bring the palms together. Bring the feet closer together. We're going to bend and spread the knees, lower the hips. Bring the body between the knees, opening the knees as much as you can. If you need to drop the hands in front of you, you can. If you do have more space, go ahead and bring the hands in front of the knees and grab the ankles or clasp the hands together behind the feet. Fold in some more. Always work with where you are. Now keeping the hands here, we're going to send the hips back up and fold in. So you're folding in a little deeper this time than before. Now slowly roll it up. Pressing the weight into the toes, we're keeping the spine curved, coming up one vertebra at a time. Then roll the shoulders back. Then forward. Good, now we're going to shift the weight into the left foot. We're going to lift and spread the toes and lower them down one at a time. This covers a bigger surface area to help with your balance. Raise the right foot up into tree. Lift as high as you're comfortable with. Make sure to keep that knee out to the side to keep the hips open. Bring the hands together into prayer. Go ahead and focus your gaze over one stationary point. When you're ready, take the arms overhead. Go ahead and release the hands. Bring that knee to the front and pull it in. If you are comfortable here, go ahead and grab that foot. And start to straighten that leg out in front of you. If this is not going to work for you, you can bring the hands underneath the thigh. Breathe here. Bend that knee again. We're going to flex the toes, release, and slowly float that leg down. Shake it out. Now shift into the right foot. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, ground the toes. Bring that left foot into tree. Lifting as high as you're comfortable with. Bring the hands together into prayer. After you focus your gaze, go ahead and take the arms overhead. Keep that knee out to the side. Go ahead and release the hands. Bring that knee to the front and pull it in. And again, if you can grab that foot, go ahead. Begin to straighten out in front of you. Remember, this is your modification. Hands underneath the thigh. Again, bend that knee. Flex the toes, release the leg, and slowly float that leg down. Good, shake it all out. I'm going to come back up towards the front of your mat. Inhale the arms up. We're going to reach back. And swan dive down. Go ahead and kick the right leg back into pyramid. In pyramid, we want both knees straight. That back foot is parallel to the short side of your mat or at a 45-degree angle. If you need to come higher onto the leg, do. Make sure not to rest on the knee. You want to be either above or below. Drop that right hip. Make sure the hips are facing towards the front of your mat. Now bring both hands to the inside of that foot, send the right arm up into triangle. Make sure we're pulling the chest back, pressing the hips forward. So the body's in a straight line. Focus up towards the right hand. On your next exhale, we're going to keep the hands here. Bend that front knee, lower the hips. Go ahead and take that right arm overhead in line with the right leg, stretching out the right side of the body. Lower the right hand down, raise the back heel off your mat. Drop that knee to a half lunge. We're going to lower the hips some more. Lift the chest here. I'll press back into a runner stretch, straightening that front leg. Here you can point the toes away from the body or flex the toes towards the body. You use the hands for a little extra pressure. You'll deepen those stretches. Pointing is going to open up the shins. And flexing is going to open up the calves, the hamstrings, and the space behind the knees. Push it forward, curl the back toe. We're going to lift, straighten up again into pyramid. I'll take the left arm up into reverse triangle. Keeping that right hand as close as you can to the left foot. So the shoulders stack, left over right. Go ahead and lower that hand down. Kick the right foot forward next to the left. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale it down again. Hold here a few breaths. Now we're going to kick the left leg back into pyramid. Again, coming higher onto that leg if you need to. Both knees are straight. Dropping the left hip so the hips are parallel to the floor, facing towards the front of your mat. Lowering down if you do have more space. I'll bring both hands to the inside of the foot. Take the left arm up into triangle. Focus up towards that hand. Pressing the hips forward, pulling the chest back. Focus up towards that left hand. On your next exhale, keeping the hands here, we're going to bend that front knee. Lower the hips. Go ahead and stretch that left arm overhead. Your modification here, if you need it, is coming up onto that knee, the elbow. Slowly lower that left hand down, raise the back heel into a lunge. Go ahead and drop that back knee into your half lunge. Lower the hips some more. Lift the chest. Breathe here. And again, we're going to push it back into a runner stretch. Straightening that front leg. Pointing the toes to stretch all the little muscles in the tops of the feet. And opening up the shins. Or flexing to stretch the calves, back of the knees and the hamstrings. Push it forward again. Roll the back toe under. We're going to lift. Straighten up again into pyramid. This time take the right arm up into reverse triangle. Focus up towards that hand. Slowly lower that hand down. This time we're going to kick back into plank. And hold here for a few breaths. After a few breaths here, we're going to move into our free movement. With our free movement for about 3 to 4 minutes, you do whatever your body needs to do, whatever feels good. It can be yoga or not. It can be fast or slow. You can dance, do whatever feels good. As soon as you're ready, go ahead into your free movement. If you don't know what to do with your body, you should listen more. But you can also follow me. And a few more breaths. We're going to meet back in down dog. And hold here a few breaths. I'm going to kick the left leg back and hold it here. Make sure to only lift as high as you can, keeping the hips parallel to the floor. I'll go ahead and bend that knee, stack the hips left over right. You can stay here. If you're comfortable tonight, go ahead and drop that leg behind you. Send the hips up into wild thing. Remember, always listen to your limits. Bring it back to center. Down dog, we're going to pedal the feet. I'll pull that same knee into the chest. Hold here a few breaths. Go ahead and lower it down towards your mat. Foot is on the inside. Straighten that back leg behind you and fold it. can stay here on the elbows or stretch the arms out if you have more space. Go ahead and lift the chest, lengthen the spine. I'm going to breathe here. Curl that back toe under. We're going to lift and kick it back again into down dog. Pedal the feet. You can sway the hips here if you want to. Inhale, lift high onto the toes. Exhale, lower the heels down as close as you can into your mat. Press the chest back towards the knees to lengthen the shoulders. This time we're going to stretch the right leg up behind you. Again, keeping the hips parallel to the floor, so you don't need to lift all the way up here. Just enough. I'll go ahead and bend the knee, stack the hips, right over left, opening up. Hold here a few breaths. And again, you can stay here, or if you're comfortable today, go ahead and drop that leg behind you. Send the hips up into wild thing. Bring it back to the center. Pull that same knee in, hold here a couple breaths. Go ahead and drop it down. Stretch that back leg behind you, fold it in. Again, make sure that front foot is facing towards the left side of the body. Underneath the belly. And lower down if you have more space. Go ahead and lift the chest, lengthen the spine, and breathe here. Curl that back toe under. We're gonna lift, kick back into plank. Hold here a few breaths. We'll go ahead and drop the knees. Push back into child's pose. And we're gonna bring the hands down to your sides. Curve the spine, allow the shoulders to fall towards your mat. If you do need a block here, you can bring the block underneath the forehead. This will help you send the hips down towards the feet. We're curving the spine, releasing any tension from the spine. Relaxing the shoulders. I'll slowly roll up so that you're sitting on the feet. I'm going to go ahead and release the legs. Bring the left foot in. We're going to cross the right foot over. If this is where you need to stay, this is fine. If you do have more space, go ahead and stack the knees, pressing both feet back. Keep the chest lifted. I'll take the left arm overhead. Take the right arm underneath. Clasp the hands together behind the back. If the hands don't reach, you can grab your shirt with both hands. Just hold there. Every few breaths, start to walk the hands closer together. Keep the chest lifted. On your next exhale, fold forward into the knees. You should feel that deep in the right hip. Breathe into that. Slowly bring it up. We're going to release the hands. Switch the legs, bringing the right foot in, crossing the left over. Again, you can stay here or go ahead and stack the knees. Press the knees back or the feet back. We're going to breathe here. Keep the chest lifted. take the right arm overhead, bring the left arm underneath, clasp the hands together, or again, grab someplace on your shirt. Keep the chest lifted here, keep breathing. On your next exhale, go ahead and fold forward into the knees. If when you fold forward, you need to loosen up the hands a little bit, that's fine. Just listen to your body, do what works. Some things are going to feel weird, but we don't want anything to hurt. Slowly bring it up. Release the hands. I want to push up towards the front of your mat. Just pull the knees into the body. As close as you can. We're just going to squeeze here. Squeezing any tensions out of the spine. You can rock if you need to. Pulling the thighs into the belly. A little bit of an internal massage in the belly. You can rotate the wrists or ankles here if you need to. Or the shoulders. Go ahead and loosen the grip a little. We're going to lift up onto the toes. When you're ready, lift the feet. Go ahead and begin to straighten the legs. And use the hands wherever you need to for support. Make sure the core is engaged here. When you're ready, release the hands. And hold here a few breaths. Very slowly open up and lower down onto your mat. Once the shoulders reach your mat, stretch the arms overhead. Stretch the fingers out and away from one another. Stretch the toes out and away. Press all the air out of the lungs, pulling the navel back towards the spine. And press everything out and away from your center. Keep the whole body active like this. We're lengthening the body, bringing everything out to your edges, making the middle of the body as small as possible, but taking up as much space as you can with the limbs. I'll bring your arms out to the sides and hug both knees into the body. Begin to rock back and forth or side to side, massaging the spine into your mat. Keeping the knees as close in as you can. We're going to start to straighten the legs. If you only get to a 90-degree angle, that's fine. Just want to keep the thighs as close in as you can. Now we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Pull the feet as close into the body as you can. Knees to the outsides of the body. Next, we're going to open up into Happy Baby. You can rock here. I'll stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. Keeping the knees straight, pull the legs into the body using the hands. They're here by the thighs. This is great. If you do have more space, take them higher towards the feet. Go ahead and flex the toes towards the body, pressing out through the heels. As you exhale, slowly lower the legs down, keeping the knees straight, the toes flexed, controlling your pace. Take your time. Once the feet reach your mat, go ahead and relax the legs. Relax the arms down to your sides, palms up. Close your eyes. Slowly wiggle the fingers. And relax the fingers. Wiggle the toes. And relax the toes. Relax the feet and the ankles. Relax the calves and the knees. Relax the thighs and the glutes. Relax the pelvis and the abdomen. Release any tension from the spine. Starting from the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back. Open up the chest. And allow the shoulders to sink into your mat. Relax the upper arms and the elbows. The forearms, the wrists, and the hands. Release any tension from the neck and the jaw. Relax the cheeks and the eyebrows and the rest of the face. Bring your awareness to your breathing. Allow the belly to rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. Now gently wiggle the fingers. Wiggle the toes. Rotate the hands in both directions. Rotate the feet in both directions. Turn the head to the left. Then to the right. Now raise your right arm and rest it on the floor above you. Bring the left hand onto the abdomen and roll over onto your right side. Relax here a few breaths. When you're ready, keeping the eyes closed, slowly roll up to a comfortable meditative position. Focus here again on your breath. Take a moment of gratitude for yourself, for joining me today and for your work in today's practice. Take a moment of gratitude for the ability of your body, wherever you are. We're going to take a deep inhale. As you exhale, release any remaining thoughts. Allow the mind to become still. Now let's bring the hands and rub them together to generate heat. And cup them over the eyes. Slowly blink the eyes open. Bring the hands down into prayer over the heart. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight and taking this time to focus on your body. You know, we just finished Love Day, and it's always important to give that love to yourself and to your body specifically. So, thank y'all. We're going to keep doing these free until we get them 99%, maybe not 100. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.